Hey everybody, it's day 116 on the CDT, and I'm going to pull this closer. It's a bit windy. You can see there's a storm cloud behind me. I actually sat down to record this on top of Elk Mountain, which I believe is the last time we, meaning the CDT hikers, hike above 10,000 feet. The peak itself, I think, is above 10.1. The CDT kind of skirts around the summit, and we get above 10, but we don't go over the summit. However, there's an easy trail that you can jump up to the top, and I ran up to the top, and I was going to record the video then because I thought it'd be interesting to have like a midday video, but that storm cloud, or huge storm, started coming into the area, and I decided to go ahead and run for it. The trail was leading me northwest, so that led to blue skies. You can see above the blue skies, and in front of me are blue skies and sun. That's why I'm squinting. So essentially I decided to go ahead and make a run and get to the blue skies and try to get away from the storm. I think the storm has done the same thing that it did last night, which was park over the mountains. I'm kind of in like a foothill area. I'm headed towards a trailhead in Highway 29. I think it's Bannock Pass, I believe is what it is, B-A-N-N-O-C-K. And that Highway 29 leads into Leadore, Idaho, which is the next resupply. So I contacted the trail angel that's operating out of Leadore. His name, you don't need to know his name. He's a gentleman that stepped up because I guess the trail angel who was doing it in previous years was unable to continue doing it. And the reason why that's important is it is illegal to hitchhike in Idaho. So previously in videos, when I say I'm going to go down the trailhead, get a ride into town, get a ride generally means hitchhiking. And I can't remember if I mentioned in previous videos about hitchhiking and through hiking. Like you have to do it on the PCT and the CDT. You can get away without doing it on the Colorado Trail, but you got to be pretty careful with your resupply strategy. The Appalachian Trail, the same thing, you hitchhike. So if I haven't mentioned it in a previous video or haven't been that clear about it, then I think today, August 21st, is the day my mother found out that if she's ever asked the question, has one of your sons hitchhiked? The answer is yes. I've done it a lot. Like a lot. So just want to make sure I put the period on a lot. It's not one or two times. So since Idaho says it's illegal to hitchhike, my bag just fell over, and I hope it didn't just fall on my water and crush the water. We got to go check on this because there's no water source. I had to carry that water here. Sorry for the moving camera work, not too good. The water is safe. So we'll go back here, and I'm going to shield you from the sun so you don't get blinded. Some awesome camera work on the beard. Alrighty, so anywhoozy, the gentleman in Leadore, I texted with him earlier, so he's going to pick me up at I think like 8:30 tomorrow morning. The trailhead's like 3 miles away, so I'll be able to make that time pretty easily. Unless, I don't know, a hurricane comes in, and then I may have to swim for it, but I don't think that's going to happen. We're in, well, people have been calling it different things. So we're on the border between Idaho and Montana, we meaning all CDT hikers that are in this area. And we eventually make the turn up towards the heart of Montana, towards Glacier, which I think I mentioned in a previous video. I'm really ready to get to that. So people have been calling this section Dry Idaho because we've had to do a lot of water carries. I think it was 2 days ago we had like something like 16 miles between water carries, or maybe it's 13 miles. I first day or yesterday. There was another like 15 miles or something like that. There's some water sources that are off trail, like springs where you have to like hike down in elevation. Sorry, it's windy, so I'll pull it closer. You have to hike down in elevation to get to it and then hike back up. So some people are, I think, grumbling about the extra elevation. So that's why some people call it Dry Idaho. Other people, I think, have called it, what is it? Montana-ho. So they're just adding Montana and Idaho together. I mean, you could probably do it the other way and call it Idahanna, I guess. So, anywhoosie. Since we're in this Idaho-Montana section, the resupply is really weird. So sometimes the resupply is in Montana, like I just left Lima, and that's in Montana. The next resupply is Ledor, which is in Idaho, and you can't hitchhike legally in Idaho. And that's why the Trail Angel is helping us out. And the resupply after that, you have, I think, 5 options. There's an intersection of highways. I think it's highway, I want to say it's 43 and 93. And if you hitch to the west and south, I think it goes to Salmon, Idaho. If you hitch to the west and north, I think it goes to Darby, I think are the 2 towns. If you hitch east, depending on distance, you go to, I think, Wise River and Wisdom, and I think both of those are Montana. I want to say there could be a 5th. Oh, there is a 5th. It's what is it? It's a camp. I can't remember the name of the camp, but basically, when I say camp, it's one of those places that families can go to and have a good time with all the different activities. But that camp is to the west and north, so I think it's in the same direction as Darby. So I believe that's also Idaho. So, depending on your resupply strategy, you can either be in Idaho or Montana for the one after Ledor. And depending on your resupply strategy, you could either be hitchhiking legally or illegally. Good times. So that was a nice long description of like logistics on the trail of trying to figure out rides to towns and making sure that you know the local laws and making sure you know where the hell you are. Because if you're like, oh, I thought Ledor was in Montana, and the police see you hitchhiking, they'll harass you. Harass is probably a strong word. They're going to come over and let you know, hey, hitchhiking's not allowed, and stop doing that. And then you ask like, how am I supposed to get a ride? And they're going to say, call an Uber. And you're going to say that's like $100 from where I'm standing, a round trip. That's ridiculous. And I'm sure the cops will show why I chose to hike this trail. Or the conversation could go differently. I will leave that to your imaginations. This isn't Colorado. I don't know if Montana's Canada's friendly. So if you're itching Colorado, no problem. If you're itching elsewhere, it could be a problem. It's a bit windy, as you can see. That's why I keep pulling the camera closer so you can actually hear me. And my hair is going nuts all over the place. So it's going to stop and fix it. Alright, so let's see today. Holy Lord, loads of up. So we started the day, meaning there was a hiker that passed me, and I don't know if I passed that person's camp or if they just camped behind me and caught up with me. But basically, anybody who was hiking this stretch today, your day was just essentially like, you got to, I don't know, we topped out, it was 9,000, 9,500, 9,400, 9,600, I don't know. And then you kind of did a little bit of a down to get down to a water source, a spring, if I remember correctly. And then after that, you just went right up to which was the 10,000 foot peak for today. So you have process of hiking up Elk Mountain. I was on the last piece, like the last 500-foot ascent, and I was in the process of doing some switchbacks, and I saw a bear cub. I saw the side and the backside of the bear because I was in some woods, so I was yelling "Yo, bear!" On a regular basis, and the bear heard me and then saw me and ran off. Thankfully, the mother was not in sight. Because I only got to see like the hind quarters and then the rear of the bear, I couldn't tell if it was a grizzly or black bear. If I would say, it would just be pure guessing, which I don't do, because I think everyone guesses, oh, it was a grizzly. I'm gonna have to get the tape measure out and look at my photos from many weeks ago. I think it was hiking into Du Bois. I said that I saw some bear tracks, and I think I used it as the thumbnail photo for one of those videos. And when I was in Du Bois, another person swore it was a grizzly. I thought it was a black bear. So I'm going to take a walk to the big toe and the pinky toe and see if they're on the same plane. See if they're on the same plane to see if it was a grizzly. So maybe I saw grizzly tracks. I don't know. Maybe I just saw a grizzly cub today. I don't know. I definitely saw a black bear going across the highway on a road walking. So those are my 3 bearish sightings. One bear, one cub, but it was fun to see the cub. I was glad mom was not around, and I think it was on the switchback, so the cub ran away. I started hiking the other way, so that was the best case situation, or scenario for that situation. So yeah, that was the excitement for today. My feet and legs are tired from all the up. The last 4 days have been a tremendous amount of up and down, and it's been pretty steep up for the most part. So I don't know. Before I know there was a bunch of switchbacks, and I think that was a different national forest. So I think they just treated their trail differently, and they used switchbacks. I think this national forest up here, north of Lima, did not. I have not verified it's different forests. In the back of my head, I remember seeing signs, and so that's what I'm going off of. That may be correct. But what I do know is that there are switchbacks in the north of Lima. So I'm interested to see what's north of Lima, to see if there's still going to be some up, because we're still on the border between Idaho and Montana. But I don't know if it's going to be straight up like we've been doing the last 4 days, or if we're going to get some switchbacks back into our mountain. Ledor to Wisdom. I think Wisdom is my next resupply town in Montana. I believe it's 122 miles. So I'm thinking I set a box there, and that would be about a 5-day hike. And the problem is, if I hike Tuesday, tomorrow's Monday, so if I hike Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I would not get there for the post office, so I'd have to hang around Sunday and then Monday wait for the post office. That would put me in Butte around Labor Day, like in the heart of Labor Day weekend. So I think I may do a hike in, hike out tomorrow, or hitch in, hitch out tomorrow, where I get a ride in, get my packages, go through my resupply, go to the store if I need anything, go to a restaurant, eat something, get lunch to go back on trail, and then get a ride back on trail and try to put in 10 to 15 more miles, because I only got 3 miles to the trailhead. So stay tuned, that might happen. I just looked at myself, my hair's all over this. I think they tell you, like, when you're doing these, not to look at yourself on the screen, but every once in a while I do, and that's when I claim, man, I'm a hot mess, because I'm big dirty, and, or in this case, my hair's just a big knob on my head. Okay, I think that's about it. It's a little bit longer video. I have no idea when I'm going to get to upload these videos. donations are there. I mean, it could be Butte, and that could be another week. Actually, so I'll try to get these posted as soon as possible. Thanks everyone for watching. I'll let you go. I'm gonna go filter my water and cook my dinner. 6:45, so I should be able to get to bed at a decent time tonight. I think that's about it. Have a nice evening, and I'll talk to you folks tomorrow.